Hello everyone and welcome to another Pax Day video. My name is Brian if you happen to be new to the channel, and in today's video I want to dive into the controller guide for Pax Day. Now Pax Day doesn't officially support controllers yet. However, the game already out of the box does have some level of controller integration. But being that I'm playing on Steam, we have a Steam profile that you can go and download and apply, or you can just watch this guide to get a full understanding of all the different mappings, and we can kind of go from there. But the nice thing is that at its base, even without the Steam Deck, if you just want to kind of kick back, play, and relax, you can engage with the game and the world. You can see here just pressing the X button is the interaction button. But for those of you who might not be new to Steam controller setups and more, let's get into it. I'm going to hit Shift and Tab to pull up kind of the Steam controller layout. You'll see controller settings here in the bottom, and you're going to have to first enable Steam input. That's going to be the key aspect. Now, I am using a modified layout from Yagpax, who put this out, and honestly, I think they did an excellent job. You can just go download theirs and make any changes that you want, but I'm going to walk you guys through my different changes that I have made to the game itself, and kind of just to give you guys the aspect of what's going on. You can see the Shift key or the Q key if you hold. If you go into the left trigger, that's right mouse click. This is the select button is going to be your tab key. The RB is going to be either your X key or your B key, depending on if you press it or hold it. And I'll walk you guys through that. The right trigger is going to be your left mouse click. Think kind of attack or, you know, swing that axe, things like that. Obviously, your left joystick is going to move you around. You can click down on the left stick to zoom in. You can click down on the left stick to zoom out. Your D-pad is going to act as 1 and 5, meaning you press it to use the 1 slot, you hold it to use the 5 slot, you press down to use the 3 slot, or hold it for the 7 slot, you press left for the 4 slot, or you hold it for the 8th slot, and then finally you press right for the 2 slot, or you hold it down for the 6th slot. You can see here A is going to be our middle mouse button and space key, so you press A to jump, you hold it for that middle mouse button click event. B is going to be the B button or the G key, depending on if you press or hold. The X is going to be your E key, and your Y is going to be your control key, or if you hold it, your F key, which is a different level of interaction. You would hit apply this layout for it to apply to your game, and then you are going to be good to go in using it. And I've already showed interact, so let's go ahead and show off a few more things. All right, so let's kick it off with some mining, because gathering is going to be a huge aspect of it. If you remember, you press down on the D-pad, it will slot in different weapons. Pressing left will pick number 4. Pressing up will bring my number 1 slot. Pressing right will bring up my D-pad. If I hold down the button, you can see here now I'm in the 7th slot, and I can just go up to the rock and hold down the right trigger, which will give me the ability to continue to mine up these different materials. Now let's say you're in a hurry and you see somebody else rocking and rolling and you want to get there quick. You just tap the left bumper to be able to use that sprint and run. Now it's going to use your stamina, so just kind of keep that in mind. I'm also going to pick up all this clay while I'm here, because this is going to be future guides on the channel, guys. Speaking of which, if you guys like Pax Dei content, MMO RPG content, you're in the right spot. I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and come around and stick around for more Pax Dei and MMO RPGs. But choice is up to you. If I do earn your sub, sound off in the comments below. I'd love to welcome you officially to the channel. All right, with all the resources gathered, I'm going to go ahead and just hold down the D-pad to put away my my pickaxe, and then I want to go ahead and hold down the left bumper, so that way my character will do auto running. This will give me the ability to kind of more or less survey the land, especially because the game and the world is absolutely massive. So please keep that in mind when it comes to your enjoyment and comfort level. And for those of you new, seeing that I stop off at every clay intersection that I find, that is because clay is the gold currency of Pax Dei. It sounds like I'm getting close into some danger. Let's go see if we can actually cause some damage. I'm gonna bring out my sword here, and I've been able to manage to take care of that fox. Yeah, combat actually feels pretty decent on controller, and while we are waiting for more features to be added, to the game, especially in terms of its combat. I think overall, like it feels really good to play and enjoy on the controller itself. Let's go see if we can get ourselves into a little bit more trouble. Well, we didn't find anything to fight right away, but I did run into my friend and he has dropped me some food. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of inventory management. I'm going to hold the right trigger, and then I brought up my inventory by pressing the select key, and then I'm going to go ahead and engage with his fine venison sausage to enjoy and to eat. Inventory is going to be something you're going to spend quite a little bit of time in. But here we go. Let's go ahead and see if I can't also eat some of that fine venison sausage. All right, we have consumed the food. Also, if you ever get lost and you're wandering around the world, you can press the start button. That's going to bring up your map. I'd recommend if you're actually auto running during that period of time, so that way you don't lose any distance. I think we might have something up here. Oh, here we go. All right, now we have finally found something worth attacking, and you can see here with the music, and it is so comfortable and easy to be able to pull out your weapon and defend yourself and defend your life. Now, with that victory under our belts, let's head back to manage some more inventory and do a little bit of building. One of the things that I absolutely love about this game is just how much of it is player created, that none of this existed prior to the game going live. And it's us, the players, that have been putting this together. And so building and crafting is going to be a huge aspect of this game right now. And like I said, as things change, I'll be sure to give you guys updated information and so much more. But overall, I think inventory management is going to be one of the key pillars of the game itself. You can see here clay and stone. That's going to allow me to build various different things. But if we go ahead and close out of these menus themselves, and not get stuck in different keys. Not perfect, but we're gonna get there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my my crafting tool. Now, remember, I can hold A to act as that middle mouse button to delete, and when you delete things, you do get the materials back. But if I want to go ahead and start building, press left trigger. This is gonna bring up the menu so I can decide what, if anything, that I want to build. And I think that's going to be where it comes down to what it is that you need. And obviously it will tell you the recipe. I really hope we can have the ability to pin recipes so we can see in terms of what material that we need. Same thing goes for plot management and even for props that can be added. But in terms of construction, let's say I wanted to go ahead and build out some new stairs. I can do so and have it actually snap to different objects. Now, if you want to rotate it, like you see here, I can press down and on the left stick and the right stick to kind of get some additional movement. So really it's going to be up to you. It's not going to be perfect. Let's not sit here and pretend that it's going to be as efficient as using a keyboard and mouse. But if nothing else, it's still going to get the job done. And so you can kind of build out what you want and what you need. I'm still doing some planning, so we'll keep you guys up to date on the development of my house and my different resources. And thank you so much to my friend Lost, as well as Joms Vikings here on the server. We've been having an absolute blast. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, sound off in the comments below. If you want to get involved in the community, check the top link in the description. Special thank you to all the members here who support the content that I make. And yeah, outside of all that, guys, I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, but until then, take care.